You know what? I want some nice spice Be Happy snacks. That's gonna... Bro. Before we get into it, I don't know how this one's not selling the best out of Be Happy snacks, because I legitimately think it's just because the name Nice Spice. People don't know exactly what the spice means or what it is, and it's kind of like a Cajun. Sorry, I don't want to. I know Markell gave you guys ASMR last episode. I'm not much of a ASMR type of guy. In terms of me doing it, I weirdly actually like watching ASMR videos, but no, I do not know how. You guys, whoever's watching this, please start making this one the best seller. Nice Spice. Nice Spice is, it's my favorite flavor by a long shot, because it's like tangy, it's a little bit sweet, it's got a good spice, like the coating on it's perfect. Like, I'm definitely way more of a savory person than I am sweet with everything, but with Nice Spice, it's just, I don't know, like it's the perfect blend. I mean, if you think about it, it's got salt, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and then, you know, your typical sugar, soybean oil, etc. Like, perfect spices to coat a popcorn, and it's on it. So I 100% think Nice Spice is the best, and that's my Be Happy Snacks rant at the moment. We'll probably have more because I'm very passionate about Be Happy Snacks. Thank you very much. But no, without further ado, welcome back to episode 22, Big 2-2 of the MACKIN Show. We are here in the office, different little different setting than last episode, and last episode was awesome. Got to talk to Markell. Markell will definitely be on again, because like we're friends outside of that, and the episode was fucking awesome. Got to ask him stuff that I haven't asked him before, and a couple people found funny, but it really just like was me wanting to pick his brain. But no, I thought that episode was awesome. We dove into a ton of stuff. I mean, shoot, that was like, we usually go for 40, 45 minutes on these singular episodes, but that one went for well over an hour. No, and it was good. And he just moved into his new place, has his new dog, Milo, who we did end up babysitting that weekend after that podcast. But no, that episode was really, really nice. I definitely recommend people to go watch that if you haven't, just because you're going to be able to see a different, like, you know, Markell he's been through some shit. He's lived a life. Like, I know what you see on the internet is like very happy, but he's lived through some shit. So I definitely recommend going to watch it. It was awesome. Shout out to Markell for coming on. And yeah, like I said, hopefully going to keep getting new fun guests, but also why I wanted to record these ones is because we're going back to New York on, it's Friday right now. We're going back to New York on Tuesday until like the 3rd or 4th of January. So we're going to go home, going to enjoy some New York winter, Christmas, and I could not be more excited, because I could not, like, it might just be a me thing, but I could not enjoy Christmas if it was 80 degrees, palm trees, sunny, a beach. Like, that's just not, it's not how I grew up. That's not what I think about with, like, what Christmas movie, and I'm sure someone could dig up one, but what Christmas movie, iconic Christmas movie, is there beaches and sun and people in shorts and t-shirts? No. Christmas is about snow. Christmas is about being by a fire. Christmas is about, like, what are those nice trees called that are covered in snow? Not oak trees and shit, but prickly trees, whatever. But it's not about palm tree, and, you know, obviously everyone's different. That's just how I grew up. So I'm hyped to go home. I cannot wait to see all my friends, from obviously Danny, my brother, but I can't wait to see Nate, Aussie, Brennan. I would say Scott, but he's going to the Bahamas. That's bullshit. No, I just can't wait to see everyone. Jonah, Mickey, Vito. Like, I just can't wait to see all my boys back home. Definitely wish I could see them more, but we're all scattered. I get it. I'm out here. We got people down in the city. We got people being like my son Aussie, who's a nomad. We got different places, so I get it, but I just love going home, chilling with everybody, so I'm excited about that. That was my at-home rant. I can't wait to be back home. New York in the wintertime is fucking sick. I can't wait to go skiing. I'm not an expert level skier, but I definitely do like to ski. I haven't gone out here yet. I really need to go to Big Bear, Mammoth, wherever else. There's some good skiing in California. But no, I definitely enjoy skiing. And then it got heightened more when, and I know it came out in 2017, 2018, but I just watched Free Solo for the first time with Alex Honnold. That lifestyle is fucking ridiculous. The free solo climbing. To think, like, obviously there's a lot of movies that give people anxiety. They don't like watching whatever. I've never really been that when it comes to movies. Like, it's a movie. Like, whatever, like, it's cool. Like, I'm going to sit through it, whether it's scary, whatever. Watching this movie was fucking intense. Like, my hands were getting sweaty. Like, and mind you, I know he's still alive, so clearly what happened in the movie, clearly he lives and he's okay. But still, as I was watching it, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And, and for anyone who hasn't seen Free Solo, it's about this free solo climber, Alex Honnold, who is probably one of the best if not the best free solo climber in the world. And he's done every big mountain, and he supposedly, El Capitan in Yosemite is the coup de grace, #1, like, biggest slab of granite wall in the world, and he wanted to free solo. It's like 3,200 feet, and it's one thing if you told me that that the whole wall was still, and again, I'd still be scared, but if you told me that there was like it was more of like a rock climbing type thing, sure, but for like 1,000 feet of the wall, it's just this crack in the wall, and he has to like put his hands through it. It's not like it's like at a this and he gets to like go over. He's sometimes like this hanging off, and just like the camera angles, you look down and there's just, he slips, it's done. And obviously that is what free solo climbing is. And I kind of really do love the idea and fact of, because he brought it up a couple times, of you have to be perfect. He's a guy that wants to be perfect. And it's like, you have to be perfect. There are no missteps in this, because if there's a misstep, there's death. That's not my flaw. I misstep all the time in shit that I do. I definitely would I would love to be a perfectionist. I try to do everything I can to the best of my ability with no fuck ups, but I fuck up 100%. And what another guy said in that documentary was just, think of it as an Olympic gold medal athletic achievement where when you don't get the gold medal, you die. I mean, that's kind of legitimately what it is, and that's absolutely insane to me. So, no, I watched that. It's a fantastic documentary. I realized that I like to think I'm a risk taker, and I like thrills, and like, 'cause I've been skydiving, like I love skiing, been scuba diving, like I love shit like that, been mountain biking, but not to that level, nor will I ever. Like, I love to climb in terms of just like, say if, we're out and about on a hike and there's a cool little fucking 20-foot thing we can climb, then it's like, sure, this seems cool, but not that. Alex Honnold is the GOAT, and dude does not feel fear, so that's kind of cool. So no, I was watching that. We just finished watching Barstool, Surviving Barstool, and it was fucking awesome. Surviving Barstool was better than any other reality game show I've watched before. Like, from the production, obviously, again, I grew up on Barstool. Well, not grew up, because it's not like, but I came up watching Barstool when they first like got bigger and shit, and I've always been into, from obviously Big Cat, PFT, KFC, Feidelberg, Dave, obviously, but like Rico, and who doesn't love Jersey Jerry? Will Compton's like, shout out the dog, Will Compton. But no, the cast was fucking awesome. Like, the challenges were great. Like, and because I heard a lot about that people were like, oh, the challenges were great. Which the challenges were so good, but the rest of it was great. From like them being able to get the side conversations, them scurrying off into little groups and like coming up with plans. Like the first couple nights of them sleeping in the barracks. Like, just the entire production of Surviving Barstool was awesome. The finale was great. It was funny as shit to see them just go at each other. Because again, like, these are people that, it's not like they're just coworkers. Like, a lot of the people here have histories of 10 plus years. They've been working together. They're all petty Northeasterners that have been with each other for a minute. It's a boys club, like, in terms of that group. And obviously there's going to be, I hate you, you're a scum. All this, that's just how it is. Like, when I would ever do games with my closest friends, do you think if, like, one of us snaked each other in that game or whatever, that it would be like, yeah, nice move, bro? No. Be like, I hate you. I hate you so much. And then you get over it because that's just, like, what you do. It's a game. So no, watching that and seeing, like, Dave going heavily at Jersey Jerry, Kirk going crazy at Steven, like, Kevin whining about KFC, whining about the Chicago New York rivalry, Big Cat whining because he wanted to be with the boys. Like, I get that one the most. Big Cat was pouting, and he even said, he, like, at the end of the finale, he was just like, no, I was being a bitch because, like, I wanted to, all y'all were having fun, and I was out the first couple hours. And I resonate with that so much because as people who are like, we don't have FOMO, because I'll lie and be like, nah, I don't get FOMO that much, blah, blah. Of course I get FOMO. What? My best friends are out doing something fun, and I'm the only one not there. You think I'm just chilling, like, bliss at home? Because people be lying about that. They're like, I don't care. Rather just be at home. It's like, fuck that. Like, I want to be with my boys and have a good-ass time. So, no, Surviving Barstool is dope. Will Compton winning was, I actually don't mind that. Like, it was tough with the three because Steven's just a fucking character and he could use the money. Obviously, who doesn't love Jersey Jerry? He could use the money. But I also love Will, and he obviously played the best game. So I wasn't really, whoever won that, I was not going to be disappointed. Will did win, so shout out the boys. I'm just hype. He played a great game. He's always great on camera and content with everything. So, no, Surviving Barstool is dope. I can't wait. They said they want to do an even bigger one at an off-site location with like 20 people. Hopefully next year they were talking about doing Surviving Barstool with like the biggest girls in the company, from Rhea, Fran, Kelly, hopefully Brianna, Grace O'Malley, Casey Smith, Megan Making Money, all those girls. And I think that one would be dope too, because seeing how it was with the biggest male personalities, the female ones would be fucking sick too, because there's cliques, there's some people who are on the outside. I think it would be sick. Surviving Barstool, I'm hoping that, I know they've already done 3, but I'm hoping it's like a continuous thing that they just keep adding people. So, no, Surviving Barstool was really sick. I like how that played out. And yeah, I'm a big fan of that. No surprise, obviously. Another surprise, though, speaking of surprises, is in the dating life, obviously, you have Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift actually came out on her magazine cover. I think it was either GQ or I forget exactly who it was for, but she did a magazine piece, and they asked her about her relationship and everything. And they've been dating for longer. Travis and Taylor have been dating for longer than we think, which I think is sick, because everyone thought like, oh, the football game was the hard launch. And she even said in her interview, she's like, you thought I was going to hard launch my relationship by coming to a football game? That's bullshit. Like, she doesn't need a football game to hard launch shit. And again, you saw what she did for the football games when she was there. Crazy viewership. People couldn't get enough of it. But no, because the original, how it all started, at least from like what I would know, is that Travis was on his podcast with Jason, and he talked about going to the Eras Tour, wanted to give Taylor a bracelet, but Taylor doesn't talk after her concerts because she does like 45 songs, understandable. And Travis was like butthurt about it. He's like, well, I want to talk to her. And supposedly him shooting his shot in that podcast, clearly somehow Taylor saw it. They got in touch with each other and they started, seeing each other shortly after. And by the time of that football game, I mean, shoot, they were dating for 2-3 months at that point, I think, which I think's sick. But one thing about Taylor and Travis Kelce, at least for me, is because I already saw Dumois posting something of like, someone overheard Travis talking about a ring. First off, like, you get rings in the Super Bowl. So, but to that point, stop rushing shit. Like, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is actually so fire. Like, awesome relationship. You have your golden retriever, Hall of Fame football guy who seems to treat her very, very well. And then you have Taylor fucking Swift. Like, awesome combination. Seems like they love each other, do great together. If you guys keep doing this weird shit online where it's like, oh my God, he better marry, like, you've seen what that has done for other relationships. That's going to fall apart in an instant. So maybe, like, let's not do that as much, or at least on something like that. Like, oh, I heard Travis Kelce talking about a ring. No shit. I mean, maybe, God forbid, it's for Taylor, but let's not maybe post that, because in his profession, there are rings too. Could be talking about that. So that's just my point of view, because I ship it hard. So let's keep that going and stop the weird shit. But on another note, so shout out Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. You guys are fucking awesome. On another note, Taylor's best friend, Selena, hard launched her relationship with someone I don't think anyone expected. And that's Benny Blanco, the famed singer-songwriter, well, not singer, but the famed songwriter, somewhat Instagram chef in a way now, but just like 100% he's known for songwriting because he's like one of the goats of that. But no one saw that coming. Like, I did not. When I first saw it, I was like, because there was a picture that came out of just them two chilling with each other at a party. And like, obviously they were a little close, but they were truthfully just chilling with each other. And someone said they're dating, and Selena just comments facts. So I was like, oh, she's playing into the joke. Like, she's having a good time. Love it. But then she went on a comment spree of like, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love him, all this type of shit. And I was like, oh, like, this is real. Now, first off, I think people are hating on it because Benny's not your fucking Austin Butler looking Zach Efron, Jacob Elordi. Like, I'm guessing people who are hating on it because, like, he's a funny dude, extremely talented, creative. Like, he's not your typical A-list corny that follows all of the rules and is like, yes, blah, blah. Like, he's very genuine. Like, if you look at Benny's content, I've actually met him once before. He did a pop-up with Maddie Matterson for their cooking show they had, and he's so chill. Like, he's very, very normal for somebody who, like, has the ties that he has, as successful as he is. So no, I'm honestly here for it, because shout out the underdog for, you know, people that definitely didn't expect Benny Blanco to be dating Selena Gomez, because let me just tell you, I was one of those people. I just hear something like rolling around. But no, so I'm here for it. I hope they prosper, because, again, it seems like, and maybe he'll be able to write her some fire-ass hits. Hold up, I need to be happy break. It's just so good. My favorite popcorn by far. But no, I'm here for Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez. I think it's fire. I think they're going to have a lot of fun, because he just seems like a very, like, hey, you've been used to this crazy A-list, like, by the book lifestyle for a while. Let's have some fun. I'm here for it. So shout out you two. I just named him actually just now, but one thing that got me hype, because we live very close to TCL Theater in Hollywood, and I'm mad that, because I see them happen all the time, but I'm mad that I didn't go to this one, that Zach Efron got his star on the Walk of Fame 2-3 days ago. And it was so cool because, again, he's one of the movie stars I grew up with, that was like, I wouldn't say close in age, but like, say, you know, like a Will Ferrell, obviously way older than me. Like, I grew up with him too. But no, Zach Efron got his star on the Walk of Fame the other day, and I think it's so deserving, because, like, I truthfully, for someone who's been pretty damn unproblematic, like, good guy, been in a lot of good films, I am hyped for Zach Efron to get his star, just because, again, like, he was the original, at least for that I can think of, because he was before, I'm pretty sure he was before Bieber. Like, Zach Efron was the first, like, for someone my age, like, the first heartthrob I can remember of people being like, oh my God, because, again, High School Musical, like, what, from High School Musical to 17 again, like, and then obviously so on and so forth with Dirty Grandpa, Neighbors, yada yada. But no, he was like one of the first heartthrobs for people, like, funny, good actor, been in some good shit. So no, I thought it was super deserving. He had like Miles Teller there. He had Jeremy Allen White there, which is super cool, because they're in the new I forget what the name of it is, but they're in the movie about their wrestling family that I'm actually hyped to see because I think that'll be really good. But no, I thought it was super deserving. He did a shout out to High School Musical there, which was cool. He said "Go Wildcats." I don't know, it just brings you back to nostalgic, fun shit, honestly, in my opinion. So Zach Efron getting his star on the Walk of Fame was sick. One thing I want to know, and I know I've brought them up before, obviously, like, if you think about it, I don't know if any reality stars have one yet, but I'm wondering when the day the Kardashian-Jenner clan are going to get their, I mean, maybe it's truthfully just you have to be movie, TV, or singer-songwriter, but they also have athletes, so I get that. But when, I mean, Trump has one, and he wasn't in movies, he had his reality show, so I don't know. But when the Kardashian Jenner family is going to get their stars on the Walk of Fame, like, I'm wondering when that's going to happen, because if we're being completely honest, like, by now, I feel like that definitely should have occurred, because, like, I mean, within a family-wise and in that entertainment space, who's bigger than them in the reality space / just, like, in general? Like, I'm wondering when they're going to get their star, because I feel like it's definitely deserving at this point. So, yeah, because I was thinking about that the other day, because I forget who at work was going to something with them, but I was just like, yeah, like, when are they going to get their star on the Walk of Fame? I feel like it's extremely overdue. And it's got to go in the correct order of just like how it went. It's got to go. I can't give it to Bruce, obviously, but Caitlyn. But no, it's got to go Chris, Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, Kylie, Kendall. Honestly, or Kendall, Kylie, whatever way you want to go. The only one I'm concerned about is, because I've actually never talked about it on this podcast before. There's like other people. I'm so confused. There's like random people in the office. I can't tell because I have the thing down. But is Khloe Kardashian's the shit. And I'll talk about it just because it was one of the things that early on in me doing TikTok shit was really, really cool for me. But I made a couple videos about Khloe Kardashian where like people were like comparing two pictures of her like with like a 12-year age gap, being like, look at how different she looked because of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no fucking shit. Like, 12 years ago, I was 10. Like, the fuck? Like, obviously, you're going to look different. But I did that, so then she started interacting with my post. She commented on a ton of my posts, liked a ton of my posts. So this is my bid for Khloe Kardashian. You only need to do it for like 10, 15 minutes. I'll bring the podcast to wherever you want to go. Like, it can be... You guys go to horse farms all the time. You go to, I don't care where it is. We go to a Coffee Bean for all I care. This is my pitch for you to be a guest on my podcast. You know how much I fuck with you guys. You know I'm a big Kardashian guy. Like, always been supportive, always tuned in. I think it would be dope. Obviously, like, it's gonna be just a fun conversation. So yeah, that's my pitch. You know I've always had your back, Khloe. I feel like it'd be fun. And then maybe coffee on you. You just have a little bit more money than me. I'm kind of poor, but I think it would be awesome. It could do some fire for the podcast. And no, I think it'd be sick. I think it'd be sick to get you on the podcast. We have a good conversation. We already technically have had a couple conversations. If you want to count those conversations as you just commenting on a post of mine, I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna say that we've had a couple conversations. But no, that's my pitch to get you on the podcast. I think it would be sick, be life-changing for me. I feel like you'd leave feeling like you had a good time. We would talk about some fun shit. So that's my pitch to Khloe Kardashian, to be on the podcast. And yeah, that was my pitch. I don't really have anything more than that. Just, I feel like it'd be a fun-ass time. So shout out Khloe Kardashian. I think you should definitely be on the podcast. I'm trying to think what else. How the hell did I... Actually, before I go into this, let me just go even further on that, because I wanted to talk about it in a couple episodes ago, that it's just proving more and more that everything that family touches turns to gold, though, because with Kylie Jenner's new clothing line again, I think it made $1 million in the first 24 hours, I'm pretty sure, of its launch. And first off, the shit's cool. Like, obviously, it's not, like, it's women's clothing. It's not tailored around someone like me, but no, I think that shit's super cool. I like the styles of it. Clearly, being tied to the designer world for this long, like, I'm sure she's had some good inspo. I'm sure she has a good team behind her. Like, but it just proves, like, okay, like, you already made $1 billion in fucking makeup. Let's go to clothes. Like, why not? So she did that. I think Kai's going to be cool. It's interesting, though, because this is the first time anyone in the family and their business-wise has gone into the same thing, because obviously you had Kim with Skims first. Then came Khloe with Good American, which was different, though, because Kim doesn't do anything jeans-wise. Kim's more shapewear and just, like, she's in a lane of her own. Good American's obviously more denim-based. And then Kylie's doing another thing, but it's the first time that, like, 3 of them have been in the apparel space. So it's cool to see how they can be in each other's lanes, but still be different. So I think that's cool. I would love to know whoever's helping them run their businesses, like, other than them, because whoever that person is, like, I'm hoping you're getting paid a shit ton of money because it's working. On top of that, they actually promote their brands, like, very well themselves. Like, they clearly love it. You see them wearing it all the time, posting organically. Like, you can tell they love the shit. But no, Kai was dope. Maybe make some men's clothing. Who knows? But no, everything the family touches turns to gold. But what I was gonna tie on after that is over last weekend. Oh my god. Sorry, Jesus, I was a little tired. Over last weekend, LeBron and the Lakers won the first ever in-season tournament. And as me and Gary in the office, we called that shit. We were like 100%. And even a couple of his younger guys on the Lakers were just like, yeah, like, LeBron came up to us being like, I got you. Because, again, it was a $500K reward as well. But no, Lakers and LeBron won. LeBron got his ring for that, or whatever trophy, whatever you get. He won the MVP for the in-season finals in LeBron fashion. First person to ever win it. And adding another championship in regards to the in-season tournament, to his resume. Obviously, just more GOAT things. And yeah, I will agree with Charles Barkley. If LeBron and the Lakers were to hoist a banner for that, I definitely think that's a bit corny. I don't agree with the champagne thing. Like, the fuck? Like, if I won an All-Star, if, like, my team in the All-Star game won, I'm popping champagne. Like, what, people can have fun. Like, yeah, obviously it's not the real NBA Finals, but I think people can have fun. I think he deserves, I mean, what, in the semifinals, I think, doing 31, 11, 8, and 5 at 38 years old, yeah, pop your champagne. Yeah, no, LeBron's just, again, as we have said every year for the last 5 years, like, he's just on another level at the moment. He's just been going crazy. It's fucking insane to watch at 38 years old. Obviously, this podcast knows at this point, because I've said it enough times, he's my GOAT. Absolutely. No hate to Jordan, no hate to Kobe. Both insane players, but LeBron is absolutely my GOAT. Always will be. Always has been. And, yeah, he's the fucking GOAT. That's all I got to say. They won the in-season tournament. I thought it was sick. And I can't wait to see them get to / hopefully I'm putting that out in the universe right now, not the Drake curse, that LeBron will at least get to the NBA Finals, and I'm hoping he wins it. Because if we think about it, I don't see them having a hard time getting past Phoenix. At this point, I don't see them having a hard time getting past Golden State. I really only see the Nuggets. That's the only team that I see them having a hard time getting past. Again, last year they did not get past the Nuggets. I think it'll be the same thing this year, where that's going to be the only team that they really have a hard time going up against. So they'll just have to make sure to do the right shit for that matchup. But I see them in the finals, and that's the end of my rant. LeBron's the fucking GOAT, and that's that. But no, I just wanted to come back with a couple fun episodes, give you some updates about shit that's been going on. It's a fine Friday here in Los Angeles. Yeah, and we won't have, for the next at least 3-4 episodes, we won't have any guests, just because I'm going to be pre-filming some episodes that I can just post some while we're gone. I'm going to film a couple episodes. Maybe when I'm at home, there'll be some, like, friend guests. But no, I'm going to wait till we get back in LA to have better guests, just because it's just, I won't be in LA for that span of time. So I'm hyped. Just wanted to get some episodes done. Obviously, I always love coming in here. We've coined it as my studio. It's obviously not, but coined it as that. But no, I've had, like, it's been a good week, and I can't wait to see, you know, where it goes. But as always, whoever tunes in to the Mackin Show, hella love for you, always. We're only on episode 22. Hopefully we'll make it to episode 200 at some point. But regardless, until then, whoever keeps watching this shit, shout out to you guys. And until next time, peace.
Yeah.